Part 3. The house was just one floor, so I crept through the house as quietly as I could. The floors creaked slightly, but I was certain that wouldn't wake anyone up. I passed through the kitchen, the living room, and saw a door that almost certainly had the master bedroom. The carpeted room allowed me to take the socks off my shoes. I crept ever so slowly to the door. Cracked open. I didn't see anything off with that fact. I opened the door with a small push, and was greeted very sternly by the barrel of some kind of weapon in my upper chest. "I saw you following me, asshole. Now get the fuck out of my house before I vaporize you," he said. The man was fully dressed and had evidently been waiting for me. My reflexes kicked into full gear. I had enhanced reaction speed from the elixir earlier, and I put it to use. Quicker than you could act, I ducked out of the way of the barrel, then curled my arm up and punched him hard in the sternum. I felt a crack. Fuck. I curled my left arm around and cracked him in the temple. The gun dropped to the floor. Thankfully it didn't fire. Then, unexpectedly, the man charged at me, and felt a cold steel blade pierce me in the chest. After that, adrenaline really started flowing. Kicked outwards and watched both the man and his knife fly backwards into his mattress, breaking through the footrest. Behind him, illuminated by my night vision, I saw the pictures. Boys, girls, most 8 to 10, but some even younger. I finally realized the kind of human trash was hunting. This might be fun. Everything went red, and when I came back, my gloves hands were covered in blood, the knuckles ripped open. Cheap gloves. Have you had your fun? The voice in my head asked. I took a few deep breaths to settle myself before I spoke out loud into the dark house. Yeah, maybe just a bit, I said breathlessly. Well, you may want to have some haste returning him to the altar. He isn't of any use to me dead. Yeah, he was right. I had really done a number on him, and brain hemorrhages might finish him off. Went to move his body into a better position to tie up, but as I did, I felt a sickening pull in my shoulder. Muscle fibers mended themselves in seconds, recreating the necessary structure. I felt the knife wound in my skin close. God. That's interesting, I said aloud, rubbing the area where the injury had just been. After I was certain it had healed, I took my rope and tied the man up well. Opposing ankles to wrists behind his back. Moving a mostly unconscious man across a house isn't normally an easy feat, but with lingering adrenaline and enhanced strength from the flask, was able to tug his body across the house in only a minute or two. I made sure to use extra haste to put him in the car. I did not, however, put him in the trunk. Anyone that saw me loading a body into a car would already be suspicious, but putting one in a trunk is a dead giveaway of a kidnapping. The rest of the night went surprisingly smooth. Despite the fact that I rode the next few hours listening for police sirens, no mishaps occurred. When I reached the sewer system that led to the altar, all I had to do was unload the man from the car, check his pulse, and drag him to the altar.